Today's gospel reading that talks about cleansing, but also hypocrisy, reminded me of one of my first efforts at evangelization as a brand new priest. One evening I walked into a bar section of a restaurant to pick up some takeout food, and I heard a voice say from behind me, "Hey, you must be the new priest here." There it was, my first opportunity to evangelize. So I figured I'd start by saying, "Are you a parishioner at St. Mary's?" And he quickly told me that he had no use for the Catholic Church. But undaunted, I was brand new, undaunted, I persisted. And that's when he told me that his own brother was an usher at our very church. And he was always telling him, the usher brother, that the other guy in the bar was no good. But the brother in the bar told me, "Father, my holy brother is actually living a double life." The man finished by saying, "Why would I want to go to a church that thinks my brother is so great when he's really a hypocrite? No thanks, Father." So I tried some more, but to be honest, I understood his logic. I understood his emotion. Being lectured to by a person not walking the talk, or in another way, not being transformed into a better person by being at Mass. Jesus gets to the heart of this problem of hypocrisy when he calls out the Pharisees and the scribes for creating and for teaching rituals that had lost their meaning because, as it says in the gospel, they disregarded God's commandment while clinging to human traditions. Jesus saves the most profound example of this for his closing statement when he points out the practice of people making large donations to the synagogue or temple, all with the goal of gaining the praise of those around them while failing to help their needy parents financially. On one hand, these grown children profess a love of God and his word and their faith, and they make an outward show of it through the donation. But Jesus points out very well the fourth commandment, the one that directs each of us to care for father and mother. This commandment is the word of God. It's not the word of man. And so Jesus makes that point. That's what we look to first. Now, don't get me wrong, especially if your pastors hear this gospel or this homily, Jesus is not saying, don't give to your local parish. But instead, what he's pointing out is the need for our actions and our words to be grounded in the Word of God and the teachings of the church. And when we fall short of this, and we all do, we are to turn humbly to God. We're asked to ask the Lord for forgiveness and strength through the sacrament of confession, so that we can begin again on the right path. What I also had reinforced on that evening in that restaurant was that the power that we family members have to witness, to tell a story through our lives of what coming to church, praying, receiving the sacraments, being part of a faith community can be. It's more powerful than the negative reaction of hypocrisy. The stronger draw, positive draw, is for our family members to see our lives transformed by following Jesus. My brothers and sisters, each one of us, in a unique way, has the opportunity to be that witness in faith through our prayer, through caring for our family members, through coming to Mass, through seeking forgiveness in the sacrament of confession. Also by inviting our family members to come with us, whether to join us at home in prayer, come to Mass, to be part of a Bible study. There are so many different ways that we can draw them closer to God and strengthen our families. And so on this holy day, I ask that God bless all of our families. May He help us to bring our families closer to Him and each other through the very lives that we live.